Okay, so I am literally outside, right? See, this is the ground. This is the ground. This is really a garage. See that? This is a gate. See, trees. See? I can actually move them. And I'm literally going to get in my truck right now. That way you know I'm not literally driving through a green screen. Okay. See? 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 Look. See? 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 That's right. A lot of people are not authentic. The more real you show yourself to be, the more they come after you with jealousy and anger. I'm not saying any names or anything, Derek from GLOP of THRUTH, but I'm just saying, it just seems quite unusual. The more real you are, the more those demons hate. See? 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 It's a real seatbelt teller. You know, I moved on from all of the nonsense from before, and yeah, I'll give you some attention, Derek, because you know, from a GLOP of shit, right? A GLOP of so much truth. Here's these people and action. Okay, yeah, you have to be seen. Make sure your garage door's open. Stop there, get on your phone, put a cigarette in your mouth. Just do something. Make yourself known that you're there. You know, jealousy is a son of a bitch. When you get anything accomplished in life, or they just haven't made you fail just yet, and you're part of that the group of the blind leading the blind, then I guess you can't let go of. I guess you just can't let go of it. Look, it must be a Davis thing, right? It must run in the family name, right? Because I have a kid's mom that has the same last name. Same things, like a Seminole Indian or something like that. Very persistent, very begrudging, has never let go, has always blamed me for everything that went wrong in her life. That's why we're not together anymore. That's why I'm with my wife now that I love and I get along with, and I'm able to talk to, and she's remorseful of things when she sins, and she asks God to forgive her all the damn time, and that's why we're still together, because when people look for forgiveness, they get forgiveness from God. I forgive everybody. Like I said, Derek, I forgave you for stabbing me in the back and coming up with that script that you had planned out to come after me with. Oh my God, you can't see that it's a sense of humor and that I'm joking. If you can't see that, how dull is your spirit? Like your spirit is just bland, like dull, and that's why I couldn't watch your videos, because they're just Revelation, and there were 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on the heads, and guys, this is literally going to happen. The horns are going to come out and start tooting against you, I guess, and then all those scorpions that are coming around, they're also going to sting us. We haven't seen that happen yet, okay? None of the seals have been opened up or trumpets blown or nothing. Literal, 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 literal. So for the people that read things literally, look, it's on you. You have to read it literally and not understand it spiritually. I already said in one of my videos just recently that, speaking of those people that read things literal, if anybody wants to go over to Derek and Nikki from a GLOP of Truth, go right ahead and seriously tell me if you learn anything. What I've learned is how to try to keep myself from not falling asleep. That's what I learned. I learned, like, sorry, Derek. I'm just, you're so, what was, dude, if you want to, I've learned if you want to go to bed, sound asleep, take a listen to Derek from a GLOP of Truth live stream or video or whatever he does. I still haven't watched any of your videos since before. I don't care to, but I will bring acknowledgement to you, and through your highly, you can just, everybody can go back on my last video, the one that I was just being me off the camera, you know what I mean, playing some songs. Yeah, I know they're gonna put an advertisement on my channel because I don't care anymore. I used to care at one time, but see what happens is when your knowledge increases, your mind changes, and you don't care about certain things that you thought were important because they're not, like your toys that you hoard. They're not important. Just let them go. Just have a yard sale and sell every one of them and prove your spirit. So if anybody wants to go back and look at the comment that was commented by a GLOP of Truth, remember, this is a righteous man, a godly teach your Bible teacher man, and he sent me a Bible, and I appreciate it. I really did. And the book of Enoch, but I don't put too much stock in any books that are outside of the Bible at all. But it was nice of him to do that. It was. But that was back at a time when he didn't have knives in his hands. So I will bring attention to, I don't care if the person has one subscriber and they have a good comment and it's worth talking about, or if you have a consistent hater who is obviously one of the ones that are putting thumbs down, because I got to keep it real. I mean, you got to have some hate too. You can't just have likes, because at one time it was nothing but hate and it was barely any likes because everybody was coming against me. But I kept going. I didn't let it stop me, obviously, because I kept doing videos every single day. And it's usually about something important, I would think. It's either something important or nothing at all. Maybe it's entertaining, maybe it ain't. I don't know. I push record. And however, whatever goes on, I don't have a damn script, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about reading a script. And, oh yeah, by the way. Hey, Derek. I don't know if you do live streams. I haven't clicked on your channel in like 3 months. But I'm just going to assume that you do. And I'm going to assume that you're constantly drinking something hidden in a container. Not anything clear. Not water. I'm just going to assume you still drink your sippy cup. Like a you know, your baba. And to me and others, we have a suspicion that there's alcohol in there. And you're just not saying it. Because if you have them long ass live streams and it's time to drink, you get your sippy cup. You get. So I'm just saying. I go in for 3 minutes. There's my twin, just hanging out, parked right there. Yes, it happens all the time. Yes, it's purposed that way. And no, it doesn't bother me at all. I just point things out. You know, just because I point things out Doesn't mean I'm bothered by any of it. I used to be. I used to be bothered by the stalkers. It was so annoying because I just thought, like, man, these people are so freaking gay. What they do, it just... Then I realized they are just as lost as Derek from the GLOP of Truth. They cannot see anything spiritually. So yes, Derek, this video is about you. I'm going to give you attention because, well, your anger and jealousy, those demons are still, you know, you had that one video where you were casting out demons in your house and you're sprinkling oil all over the walls and doors, and you said some shit like the boxes moved and everything, and you're like, and it happened live or something. You know, when you study demonology all your life, how many years? 20-something years? When you study demonology, you know how much time you wasted that you could have spent studying the Bible instead of worrying about freaking demons? I can tell you all about demons. It's very simple. They cling to you. And when someone has something going on good in life, those demons, they cling to you so they can get you jealous and angry and upset. Because, you know what it is? Yesterday's video, it was just a straight up, off the, not only is it off the script always, but it's just off the, it's normally me with the camera off. That's all. And it's, I mean, it gets realer. I don't know how much more authentic I can try to, be besides just going about my business every day. That's it. The ones that are watching me, they know exactly what I'm saying. They know exactly what I do, where I go. It's all the same. That's why I was trying to show people just, you know, as much as possible until we're shut down. That, it really doesn't matter what you do, like, to me, because a lot of people are full of shit on YouTube, and they all have agendas, and, they all have something to lose, one way or another. Whether you're doing toy reviews, Derek, don't make me show that video again of you know, to my new subscribers that probably haven't watched it, you know, not wanting to grow up being a Toys R Us kid and whatnot. I thought it was pretty funny. Now, I love people with sense of humors, especially these days. Especially laughing at these foolish clowns on YouTube and on the mainstream media. You know, like, there's now, there's the breaking news story. We have a bombing that was set. It's not anthrax. It's the other scare. The bombing inside of the mail boxes of people or whatnot. Excuse me while I drink my poison. So, here's the thing also. You brought up a good point, Derek. The beast system. I sold out to the beast system. Number one, ultimately, what the beast system is, the mark of the beast, the system, is inside of your forehead, okay? Right here, inside of your forehead, is the way you think. If you've accepted Satan into your life and your heart and mind, you've accepted the mark of the beast. That is the core, the root of Satan's tree. The root of Satan's tree is doing his works. The branches, there's many branches. There's tons of branches. And one of the branches is, well, taking your toys and to a, what is it, a Bitcoin? No, that's a Bitcoin. Bitcoin, something con, Markacon, Shakacon, magazine con. What is it again? Where you took all your toys to it? It's a straight porno. They're involved with porn stars and everything, perversion. Decepticon. What the hell is it, man? Some kind of con place that you went to, and I seen guilt in your eyes, man, when you were trying to explain that a lot of people come here for toys and grown adults, and you just had shame in your eyes, man, shame, and I felt bad for you. But you can always tell someone that's most likely, excuse me while I pick my nose, because I have a boogie in my nose. I could pause it, but I'll just keep rolling. So when you have all these toys that you hoard and idolize and do reviews on, I'm not sure if you still do that review channel with the art teacher for life, where you go over the toys and review them. That's not what men do. I mean, that's just not what godly men do. It's just, it seems, you know, there's a lot of perversion going on that I've sensed. That's why I turned your channel off. That's why I had no interest in watching it anymore. But I see how you're starting to slither your way into my comment section there, Derek. And I'll let you talk. I'll let you spew. You can comment hey, look, come on. But as other trolls have already realized, once I see what you're about and what you're trying to do, your agenda, you get, the next time you try to comment on my channel, you can't. You have to make up another account. Maybe that's why I'm getting so many subscribers every day, because I'm getting rid of the trollish counts. No, but then they'll delete themselves from my channel because they don't want to give me credit for having subscribers. I can't help that people just want to keep subscribing to me. It's just the way it is. It's the Walmart video was such a I put the perfect bait on that hook line, and it sunk, and I just start reeling and reeling and reeling, and I just fish for men, woman, man, child, either or, doesn't matter. But what I've done with people's channels is I just stopped watching them. I'm telling you right now, coming across boldly polio pranks. I think he's getting ready to go to Arkansas from Jersey to get up out of here. I really appreciate just straight up, just real video. It's just real. That's all. I don't even know what the topics are sometimes, but I see a real person who obviously has the Holy Spirit in him that's guiding him into another direction, and that's good to see when people are just real. That's what I appreciate, is realness, because I started my channel exposing everything that is fake, including RFBI, okay? And I didn't expect to do his imitation yesterday. That's just what happens. I push record to start talking about certain things, and it reminds me of something, and it's like, hey, you know what, let me do another one of him. Let me get it, let me just for old time's sakes, Richie. You know, just wanna, for shits and giggles. But my advice for people that are struggling with demons is to turn to Christ, you know, and pray those demons away. It's not that hard to do. I mean, once you recognize, you don't have to spend 20 years studying demons. I mean, I've spent 0 time studying demons. 0. I just read the Bible. And then I understand what demons do. Demons are persons without bodies. That's what they are. And they will attack anybody who is weak. And normally when you are afraid to go anywhere near your pineal gland that God gave you, which is just straight up the temple that sits inside of your forehead, the true seal of God inside of your forehead, when you understand what that is and you're not afraid of it, who walks around in fear besides you, Derek from GLOP of Truth, that you don't want to accident? No pineal gland, don't go near it, guys. You might have a clear connection to God. You might even understand the Bible verses spiritually instead of literally, like I have my entire life, and I have no new information. Anybody who has no new information, but they're still teaching on YouTube, and they've been, you know, you gotta have some new information. Your knowledge is supposed to increase. You're supposed to see straight through all this shit that's going on in the world. You're supposed to know that the economy is going to collapse. And that's a branch of the beast, period. One beast, two beasts. All right? Now, here's how you sell your soul for the beast system. Here's how you sell your soul. Do you read from a script that is not your own words, and you have to do that on a daily basis? Do you do things for the corporation that you get a tremendous amount of money for because you were promised life and you were promised a bunker, stuff like that? That's truly selling your soul. When you know you're full of shit, you're talking shit, and your mouth and your breath smells like it when you're done, you know that you're selling your soul. But who truly believes that God's going to stop this? I can see at Richie's videos, he's listening once again. Even with his video, even with his title, Hot and Cold. I mean, come on, Rich. I've been talking about that for the past 2 weeks now, being hot or cold, not lukewarm. Because that's what my date setting is, Derek. I am either hot or cold. When I'm hot, the demons, they don't give credit to people like that are hot, dead on with their predictions. And when they're cold, when I'm cold, I will be the first one to say, I missed that one. I thought, you know, whatever. I just speak. I don't have a problem with anybody disagreeing with me. I don't have a problem with anybody spewing their hateful and jealous, the spirit that's coming out of them, because I want everybody to see truly who people are. So Derek from a GLOP of Truth, which seems contradictory, but I want to bring attention to Derek because he needs attention, guys. He does. He needs to be shown love from people. If you guys can do that, hey, I appreciate it. You want to tell them how you truly feel? That's fine. That's all I want people to do. And if you truly have sympathy for someone who's completely blind spiritually, go right ahead. Oh, Joe Flood for state representative is available to become a state representative. That's awesome. Hey, officer. You don't happen to just be sitting there for no particular reason, huh? So there's that, man. The more heartfelt, realistic, reality, showing love in your videos, the more that you do that, the more the demons will attack, because they can't help it. That jealousy is a son of a bitch. You know, I love when spiritually blind people try to turn it around and say that, like, I need Jesus in my life, and I'm a liar because I set dates. I've heard that from numerous amount of people. When it comes to setting dates, I try to figure out, how is that a lie? How is it a lie when you're giving your opinion as to what you think is going to happen on a date and it doesn't? To me, that's a failed prediction, right? It's like, how many people have said, I believe the Giants are going to win by 24-17 over the North Carolina Panthers, and it doesn't happen. The Panthers win. Okay. Does that make you a liar because you made a prediction as to who you think is going to win the game and how many points each team is going to score? When that's a failed prediction and you don't get lucky, are you considered a liar? Or are you just considered someone that has a gambling problem that you probably shouldn't be gambling because you're way off on your predictions? So likewise, I'll always go back to a few different predictions. The Eagles game, the Super Bowl, I was completely into football my entire life except for the past couple years. When I predicted exactly the way the Eagles were going to win, and you know, Derek even kind of had my back on that one at that time. And the reason why, because the eagle is going to devour the patriot, which is us, which is our laws, and you know, we're just going to be attacked from that point on. But it does represent the Church of Philadelphia, because they do win in the end anyway. And so when I predicted that that game would happen exactly the way it did, and I have video to back it up still, then I'm going to remind people that. And when April 7th came around, and that was the absolute beginning of all these wars and rumors of wars because of the Syria gassing of its own people on April 7th, 2018. Connecting that, just subtract 1,290 days, it landed on September 25th, 2014, when the cornerstone was rejected and the abomination of desolation was being set up on that date with the time frame in the midst of the week that Obama signed some unbreakable alliance or something, or he broke the alliance or whatever. So that one was pretty easy to do, because from that point on, it's 1,290 days until the abomination of desolation is getting set up to make it desolate. What do you think they're doing? They're getting everything set up to make this America desolate. And until that happens, again, I said this before, that I just have to accept the fact that there are people that will hate me. They will not believe me. And I expect that, and I don't get mad at it, and I don't force anybody to believe anything, because it's all free will. It's just when it does happen, then you're going to remember me. And then you're going to say, oh shit. And that's fine. And then that's probably when you'll finally turn to God for real. So, when it comes to the people, yeah, because what people fail to realize, people, is that when you got Robin Hood's false prophet prophesying about these dates, and nothing ever happens on any of the dates, ever. He's a false prophet, y'all. Y'all need not to watch his channel, because he's hot or cold. Here is the bottom line as to what that frickin' verse means. God is going to spew you out of his mouth if you're lukewarm. Which is, you're not trying to come up with anything. No new information. You're not predicting a damn thing that's going to happen. You're not even saying that war's going to start soon. None of it. But when you're hot or cold, when you are warning people about what you think is going to happen, and if it does happen, you're hot, and if it doesn't happen, you're cold, that's exactly what that verse means spiritually. What do you think it means literally? What do you think it means literally, Derek, huh? Let's hear your interpretation. Let's hear your private interpretation. But what you got to do is you got to put down that demon Bible that you read and study with demonology there, and pick up the real Bible. I mean, I guess that doesn't work either, because, you know, I don't pick up that real Bible all the damn time. But when I do read I just understand it. I can't explain other than the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit, okay? It just flows through my veins. And, you know, I don't know anybody else on YouTube, okay? I don't know anybody else on YouTube that, how much time I got here? That, well, number one, does 33-minute videos, like, because I'm a Mason. And on top of that, has no script to read. And on top of that, can just think off of the top of my head, like, oh, that's another thought. Let me say that. I have another thought after that. I have continual thoughts that I can continue to talk about constantly without having to read anything. I mean, I amaze myself sometimes. I don't even have a script. I amaze myself that I don't have a script. Many frauds out there, many false prophets will rise. Like Matthew 24, that is going in chronological order, by the way. Many false prophets on YouTube are rising up. Many are saying Christ is over here, Christ is over all the rapture dates. Many people are saying that. And I'm giving you a fake rapture date, because I know everything's fake before it becomes real. So, yes, many will betray one another. I've seen that personally in my life. All in chronological order. After April 7th, when wars and rumors of war started, Matthew 24:6, and then 24:7, nation shall rise with nation, and the many shall betray one another, and the love of many shall wax cold. And then immediately after those days of tribulation, the sun will be darkened, the moon will turn into blood, stars will fall from heaven, the heavens will roll up like a scroll. That's getting ready to happen immediately after those days of tribulation, which is what we're already in for the past 7 years. And then there will be a time of great tribulation that no one has seen, never or has ever been since the beginning creation of the earth. And then you'll see the sign of Christ in the heavens. But all that has definitely happened. The love of many waxed cold. The stabbings of people in the back, that's happened. It's all happened in my life personally, which is ironic. But the more you just show people love, right? You get the regular people, you guys, my subs, you know, the Fortune 500. You guys understand it. And, well, the others, well, look, they all need attention. They all need to be loved. There's some type of mommy-daddy issues that they've never been loved before, so